Hey guys, I don't know if y'all have heard this or not, but we have started a brand new series called the Day-Primos Truth Web Series. It's available on our website, and if y'all haven't seen it yet, go check it out. We've got turkey hunts on there from last spring, and we're fitting to start putting new episodes on there for this fall. So y'all go check it out at Day-Primos.com.
Last week, we opened up the New Mexico elk season with a bang. Good friend Mitch Petrie was in camp, and he was after his very first archery bull. And after several days of close calls, we finally got one in range. But old Mitch shoots right under him.
I think I put my wrong pin on him and I missed him.
Then, Brad slipped in on an old warrior in the rain and made it count.
And we laugh and we have fun.
Now it's time for old T-Roy and yours truly to try our luck as we continue chasing elk.
Hello, I'm Will with Day-Primos. All these hunts are exactly as they happen. There's no fancy edits, there's no stage scenes. The calling you're gonna hear is excited calling, but all these hunts are as they actually happen, and that's why we call it the truth about hunting.
When the truth began in 1987, we had no idea where this journey would take us. 30 years later, we're still having fun. Welcome to Day-Primos Truth About Hunting.
Day-Primos Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage, Federal, Matthews Archery, Camelback, Mossy Oak, Polaris, and Day-Primos Hunting. Speak the language.
I'm so thankful that you came and spent a week with us this year, because you never get to come during bow season here to New Mexico. And you and I were left with Ben to manage camp.
Guard the camp.
Yeah, just guard the camp, make sure supper's ready, you know, be the camp curmudgeon and the camp cook. And I kind of feel like they should have known better than to leave me alone with an elk tag. And Ben with the camera and you with some elk calls. But that ride this morning, and we go riding around and boom, see one little one jump out and you go, well, I just heard one bugle. And we left you in the truck for at least 40 minutes. Yeah. And we snuck up in there to that old water tank. And I remember hunting that tank years ago. And we got there and they was all on the timber right above it bugling, and Ben and I were trying to glass and see which ones were which, and all of a sudden they started running down. Yeah. Before you know it, there was 40 elk in the water hole.
Yeah, I was sitting there listening to them, and I heard them go up, and then I heard them come back down. I said, what are they doing?
And Ben and I are sitting there, and I'm like, we ain't got a camera. And Ben pulls his phone out, doop, and starts videoing it with his phone, and that whole wad was just right there in front of us.
I saw Ben's footage, it was incredible.
I was there long enough to name 4 of them, and it was just to the water, back, to the water, back, to the water, back. They were just running back and forth. My hopes are that hillside that they were on is the west side of that ridge. And as that sun comes over, they're gonna move up higher to get out of that sun. So I'm hoping we can get in there this afternoon without bumping any of those elk. And they may even be there when we get there, so that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Hide Spot Quivers, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
Listen, we've been hearing on the way in here, it sounds like several elk have already moved down and out. If they all move down and out, then we probably won't see nothing this afternoon. But based on what we saw this morning, coming in here and setting this little blind up that we got, we could slip back in here in the morning, catch these elk when they're coming back. I'm
I don't understand why they moved out so early, as hot as it is, but it could be because there's a little bit of cloud cover. I don't think anybody bumped them. And we just gonna sit here and be patient, and if one comes, okay. If one don't, okay too. Just a little old youngster. Look at that front. Look how it splits and goes down. You know, if you look at what that bull did, when we're normally doing what we do the fallback method, which puts your caller 100 yards back. Probably could have had Jimmy drop off in the bottom. That elk got to a certain point and didn't see what he was looking for and moved on. He was staring down that drain, and I'm thinking he saw some other elk as well. So, but heck, it was that's a cool looking bull. But calling to him from a spot, you got to remind yourself that these animals live here 365 days a year, and when you make a call, they know right where you're at. Jimmy suckered him right on in. I mean, them jokers in this 90-degree day walked out here in the middle of this wide open meadow before we got back.
They were out here at 3 o'clock.
I think we missed them by an hour. I mean, it's a small herd, which I like. 4 bulls that we know of that were shooters. That one that came in to see into the water hole, that was cool. I just hope they don't do like turkeys always do. When you think they're going to do something, they do something totally different. But that's hunting.
Well, the elk beat us to the meadow this afternoon, but the next day, we were right back on them. Now, we followed the same herd all day, but the wind just won't let us get close until late in the afternoon when the herd heads back out to the big open prairie.
We're gonna stay right here on the edge of these trees, and just maybe with Jimmy's calling, we can get one to come over here and look. Good bull right there. He's going back towards that big bull. They don't want to leave that meadow. Right here, Troy, running straight to us. Bull's coming right behind her. A little young 6x, not quite a 6x5, more of a 5x5 than anything, but I do know this. All the elk that we were on earlier today, that's them right there. If you can't come and enjoy listening to that and know what that means, that it only happens one time every year. It's the breeding time, it's the rut, it's September, mid-September, and gosh, what a great time to be in New Mexico. So far this elk season for me has been fun, but having Mitch last week in camp and watching his excitement,
Anytime you
enthusiasm,
get a guy coming for the first time who's watched it, dreamed about it, and he's really getting to experience it, and he had a great
he did. He had
time.
a blast. Even though he missed, he saw a lot of elk, and he did say this. He said, people have no clue how difficult this is. Well, you know, Mitch came with an understanding, but left with a new perspective of what it takes to not only produce this, but the whole sport of hunting and hunting elk in these mountains. And he said, guys, if I never go again, I learned so much. I appreciate being with y'all.
We're gonna have some fun today because we've had cloud cover and rain the last few days. Now we have north wind,
Cooler.
cool weather.
Yeah.
First time in 2 weeks.
60-degree change, not only with the wind, but the weather, the temperatures. The wind's out of the north, it's not out of the south, and we're just going to do something totally different on these elk.
Well, I'm more excited to get the call, hopefully call you two up at elk.
So I got a tag, Troy's got a tag, so I guess we're going to start out with me first.
Yep. You won the rock, paper, scissors.
Yes, I did.
I think you cheated.
I cheated. This is one of our favorite places on the ranch. We've had some fantastic hunts here throughout the years. Like always, we're letting the herd get ahead and in the timber above us as we follow them up, keeping the wind in our favor at all times. Once they bed, we make our move around them and begin calling. And about the time we get set and make our first calls, the elk respond in a hurry. These elk are close. Right there, Lake, walking to our left. I see him.
Easy. He's looking right at us. Quartering to me. Just wait. You good? Yes. Well, bunch of elk looking at us. Oh, and he got perfect, and then he boogered a little bit, and he was unperfect. But I thought I had enough where I could catch both lungs.
I think you did.
So I didn't shoot all the way through him. It looked like I had about 6 inches of air sticking out.
Plenty.
Huh?
That was cool, wasn't it?
Sitting on the hill. I mean, we're like it's like being at a theater looking down on y'all.
We had the hot seats, honestly.
Troy and I
To be able to sit up there like that on this hill.
We were way too close to you.
Y'all were above me.
But we were too close to you.
We got stuck.
We got stuck. We couldn't go no further.
When he got right there and stopped, he just looking, and going call. Finally, he's thinking he walked behind that tree, gave me a place to draw and everything. But Brad, look back there where we were. Even though we were in 150 yards or so behind Will, it goes up and then drops off. So he could have been thinking it's over the hill.
That other bull came walking right to us. Why don't we? It's pretty cool because you got a tag too.
Yeah.
And them elk are right there. Why don't you and Lake ease up? You know where Will's bull is, but Lake is almost right there. Y'all keep going to him, and me and Will will call you one up.
Well, I tell you what, y'all keep talking.
He didn't like that other bull bugling up here like that.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna load my missile.
Load it, buddy.
There's a pile of them over there.
For the Bee Stinger Micro Hex Stabilizer, as seen on The Truth, visit beestinger.com. TruthWeb.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Ceasefire. We're still in New Mexico chasing elk. As you just saw, we had a nice 5x5 come in screaming. There are more elk bugling in this herd, so after I shoot, we decide to stay with them.
Well, why don't we? It's pretty cool because you got a tag too.
Yeah.
And them elk are right there. Why don't you and Lake ease up? You know where Willsboro is. The last place we saw them was right there. Y'all keep going to them, and me and Will will call you one up.
After a quick New Mexico cactus needle timeout, we're back on the elk. Troy and Jordan are inching up as Brad and I stay back 100 yards to call. Once Troy and Jordan get close to setting up, Brad gives me the signal to start calling. They're moving down the low side of a big rock ledge, keeping these big rocks between them and the many eyes of the herd. Once they get set up in these big boulders and they're ready, the action begins. And I do mean action.
They finna walk on top of us, Jordan. I see them. Look behind them, Troy. Here comes a bull. Dang it, man, there's elk everywhere. We done rode right up in the middle of them. They're going back to them satellite bulls. Yeah. Don't move. There's a herd bull over there somewhere. Right here, Jordan, right here. Straight down in front of us. Big bull. I'm on him. He's a good one, Troy. Yeah. They finna walk out right in front of us. Yes, sir. Ready? Yeah.
Oh, he got it. That sucker's bleeding like crazy. Hey, we got a bend, didn't
I feel like it's all liver. Maybe, no, it ain't even the back of his lungs. I think it's all liver. And elk's got a liver about that big. And when he turned to cut back down that ridge, he was just pouring blood out of his left side. So
You shooting down on him? How much down on him? A lot.
on this side, when he runned off, his whole side was covered in blood.
Well, hey, I'm above them, and I'm watching calves and Spike. One cow was fixing to lick him on the face. Did you see them calves come to me? Going crazy.
they? They were coming to me. They came to us too. Came to both of us.
They were coming to all of y'all.
It came out like midways on the other side.
He's I mean, it's just pouring out.
Oh,
of
you
there.
got, yeah, he's done. We're at the last place, he's right there. He's not far from your bull.
Well, let's give him.
Let's eat lunch. We didn't make lunch.
Yeah, let's eat
Let's
lunch.
get in the
Give him-
shade.
Yeah.
Give him
Hey,
40
job,
minutes.
bro.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you, buddy. Lakey, thank you, Bo. BC.
It's been 45 minutes since you shot the bull. My bull's laying right there. We never got never
I
got
can see
to my
his horn
bull.
from right here.
We were
Yeah.
inside of him the whole time when we were calling me and you.
Let's go down there and look at my bull, and let's ease out where your bull ran and see what we see.
Yeah, because he ran down, hit that drain, and went straight down that drain.
He ran right by my bull.
That's crazy.
I've never killed as many as you guys, but it still amazes to me
and there's a lot of factors involved, but how quick they fall over dead.
When you hit them right.
When you hit them right and you hunt them with a bow.
you hit
'Cause
'em
they
right.
don't know nothing. They don't know what happened.
Well, you didn't purposely shoot the first time. You held the bow for a minute.
Yeah.
'Cause you're waiting to get that angle.
Got the same angle again.
Gosh,
but I
you
just
gotta get
had to
that
move
angle.
it closer to the shoulder. Look how gorgeous that is.
The bases on this
Come
thing.
here, come here. Stand
All
there.
right. All right.
Come stand right here.
What you see? That's a spear. Right there. See it?
I know, but look below. Look down there. Look at that.
In the bottom?
Yeah. You don't need binoculars.
I see some antelope way
Look
down.
down low.
That's an elk.
Get
my
out.
bull. No, my bull right there. Look.
We saw him run.
Look at him. Oh, I see him. Right there.
Look at the fishtails on that joker.
How many
That's
times
him.
do you shoot 2 elk with archery equipment and they laying 100 yards from each other?
Nice bull.
Look at it. Go, Troy, go.
What a morning, right? It took 2 hours to hike in here because we had to go way around this whole knob to get the wind on them. And we got position and it all worked out.
It's a neat thing, over the 15 years that we've hunted here, southwest wind is what we always know about and we work with. And that front came through and gave us a northeast wind. That made for a long trek, but
Y'all, this is it's magical.
It really is. And look behind us back there. Look at that.
There's a bull right there.
He's laying on his side too,
He's
like
laying on his side, just like this one. Well, guys, thank y'all.
Congratulations.
Jordan,
Hey,
Lake, Benji.
we said this once before, Lake and I did, but try and look over your right shoulder. If that ain't God's front porch, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
You look out there and you can only imagine how perfect heaven's gonna be if it's anything like this.
And all outdoorsmen, all people who share this life, every one of them, when they hear that song, God's Front Porch, everyone relate and know exactly what they're talking about.
Whether it's from a deer stand, a duck blind, a bass boat, or elk.
I don't care if you're catching frogs.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
Why don't we just stop right now, bow our heads, and listen to a little bit of God's Front Porch.
Amen, brother. Amen.
And when the evening sun sets, I'll bow my head in prayer and thank the Lord for his front porch and all the memories we have shared.